Yo guys, but a couple things before the video starts. One, I did get staff on HC Realms. I am a helper. I got accepted last night. Yeah, I already have a few bands under my belt, and I already have a couple clips for a staff series, so that should be pretty interesting to bring another thing to my channel. And also, the thumbnail tutorial is pretty long. If you guys don't want to watch the whole thing, I mean, in general, you just want a thumbnail, message me on Twitter. Should be up on the screen right now. Message me on Twitter, and yeah, just message me for a thumbnail, and I got you. I do make them for pretty cheap, so yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video and it helped you out. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dilly Kid. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an HCF thumbnail. To start off, you guys want to make sure you guys go down into the description and download the assets folder if you want to follow along with the tutorial and come back to the video. But if you have your own screenshot, that's completely fine. Just open up Photoshop. Alright guys, so basically when you download the assets folder, you will get you'll get this is the thumbnail we're creating. Obviously I'm gonna put a watermark on this just so nobody claims it as their own or anything, but yeah, this is what we're gonna be recreating today. You have this screenshot, and I still have to add the other ones, but this will be done by the time the video is done and edited edited. And yeah, so I'll bring you guys back when we're in Photoshop. Alright guys, so once you're in Photoshop, what you want to do is go to create new, make it 1920 by 1080, 72 RGB color, 8-bit transparent, and you want to change this to whatever your what you want to name it essentially. So it's gonna name this tutorial, and type, and that's tutorial, and it's gonna create. And next, what you want to do is I'm gonna go to file, open, and I'm going to go to the assets folder, and here's all the assets that you need. So you have the thumbnail pack that you're gonna need, you have the arrow that you're gonna need, the armor screenshot, and the background, and this is what you can reference when you need it. So first we're gonna open up this, and we're gonna take it, make sure you're on your move tool, and you're gonna take it, drag it over to here, and then just drop it in. And then what you want to do is you want to hit Control T on your keyboard to make the resizes. Don't hold shift or anything, I'm just telling you that right now. Don't hold shift or anything. So you just want to size it up to where you think is best fit. Press enter. Now next, what you want to do is you want to hit L on your keyboard, and you want to start outlining this with the lasso. Oh yeah, make sure you're on the polygonal tool. For most of you, it might be set to the lasso tool. Just come here, right click on it, hit polygonal tool, and oh yeah, if you're wondering how I'm zooming in and out, it's alt scroll wheel. But yeah, what you want to do now is just outline the corner. Try to get it as best as you can. It should be pretty easy since it's just a square. And I messed up. So just press Control and then click. If you mess up, press Control, click, and then Control D. And you just want to outline this. And this same process goes for when you're outlining anything like a snowball or whatever you're trying to outline. It's the same process, so don't worry about that. Now once you're done with that, you want to right click, hit layer via cut, and should be able to move this around. So yeah, I had it like over here. And next, what you want to do is make sure you click back onto your background layer, Control T, and just make this bigger so you kind of get rid of the empty space. So that's about good. Yep, right there. So yeah, just press enter, click off it. So next what you want to do is go to filter, make sure you're on your background layer, go to filter, go to blur, go to box blur. So yeah, you want to like have it around, like I have mine usually set to 5 or 6, but I'm gonna set it to 8 since I don't know, my eyes are different now. So yeah. Next you want to go back to filter, go back to blur, Gaussian blur, set it to like 4.5, and then go back, go to blur, go to radial blur, and yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, go back to blur, radial blur, turn this down a bit, set it to like 3, maybe even 2. Press OK. Let's just add like a spin blur to the outside of it. So yeah. Next what you guys want to do is go back to file, open, and then get your armor screenshot. Same thing for what you do. Oh yeah, convert to normal layer. If it asks you that, convert it. Otherwise, come here, click, and then rasterize layer. So next you want to do is hold down on this and then drag it over to here. You drag it here, press Ctrl T to scale it, and yeah, and press enter. It'll look blurry, don't worry about that when you're resizing it, it'll look blurry. So what you want to do also is you want to hit Ctrl T again, add like a slight tilt to it. That's something I just personally like to do, like it adds like off balance to the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you just press enter when you're done with both of those. You just want to move them around until it looks right to you. This is based off what you want to do. So yeah, the next thing you guys want to do is right click on your, so you see you have your 2 cutouts right here. You want to right click on your layer, go to blending options, and go to outer glow and drop shadow. So as you can see, it adds a nice drop shadow to this. It makes it look cleaner in my opinion, especially with the drop shadow. Some people just add an outline and it doesn't look as clean. I'm gonna tilt this a little bit because it's bothering me. Alright, there. Now it's aligned with that. Then we're gonna go back to the armor one, and we're gonna outer glow, drop shadow it. It should be the same. You can copy my settings. These are my settings right here. You can round them off. That's usually what I do, but I'm lazy. But yeah, you can round these off if you want to. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, these are my settings for outer glow. So yeah, pause the video if you need to, but we're just gonna move on with the tutorial. Once you guys are done with that, what I usually like to do is you click on both layers. So you click on one, hold Control, click on the other, and then you press Control G, and essentially this will just group it, and you name it outlines. This just helped me keep my stuff organized. And yeah, so I usually Control G to background and name it BG, and it just helps me stay organized and keep track of what I'm doing. So yeah. Alright, moving on to the tutorial. Next we're gonna do, which is honestly the hardest part, is the text. Oh, it's not the hardest part, but it can be difficult for some people. So I'll leave this font will probably be in the assets pack too. But yeah, so when you download the font, you can go and change the color. Hold on, let me reference. So what you guys want to do is when you have your text, you want to change the color code to this. I have it copy and pasted from the other thumbnail. This is the color code. Pause the video if you need to. Yeah, so you want to change the text to insane. Well, insane, right? Insane trio, and insane trio, right? And we want to click off it, and you can move it or anything. Then you want to do is you make sure you have your text highlighted. Go up here to the warp text. It's over here. You want to change it to arc, and then +5. once you're done with doing insane trail series, I'm gonna click off it, make a new text layer, and then just do a trio series. Call them up here to text warp arc, and just make it +5 again. So there you have your second part of your text. And yeah, that's pretty much the text. You can go ahead, and I have this font down in the description too. Let's call it the Minecrafter font, I'm pretty sure. Minecraft, yeah. And then just make this a bit smaller, and then we'll do asterisk super rich asterisk, and then we'll make this the same color as this, and then we come up to text warp arc, and then make this -5, and yeah, click off it, hit V, and just line it up. I'll bring you guys back when I have this lined up. Alright guys, so once you get it lined up, what you want to do is you want to take this, you want to click on one, hold shift, click the last one, right click, rasterize type, right click, merge layers. So they're all merged together now. And what you want to do is right click, blending options, go down to drop shadow, the same one you use for these should be fine. Then you want to go to outer glow, and you obviously don't want it white, so what you want to do is change this to black, and up the spread a little bit and the size, this to it like makes it pop a little bit more. So yeah, and then what you want to do is go back, hit Control T on your keyboard, angle the text a little bit, make it a little bit bigger if you want to. Have it place it right there, press enter, and yeah, that's it for your text pretty much. I'm gonna group this real quick and name text, and yeah, so we're pretty much done with the text. Now all we have to do is get the overlays and do the arrow. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so what you guys want to do is go up to file, open, and when you're in your assets folder, go ahead, click big arrow. What you want to do is drag it over here to tutorial, and you have your arrow here, and then what you want to do, come here, rotate it, and then you want to drag this under your text group just so it comes out a little bit. Control T, make it smaller until you see best fit. So honestly, I like it about right here. Can move our text down a little bit actually. So just click on it, and then yeah, click back. It's all about preference really. What you think looks good. Honestly, I think this looks pretty good right here. The next thing you want to do is go to blending options and just add a drop shadow to it. Pretty good, looking pretty spicy. Now all we have to do is the overlays, and I think I'm gonna put this in the text layer, move it under, and then merge the layers, and merge layers. So there, now you have your text and arrow. It's pretty easy. Next thing you guys want to do is you want to go to file, open up the thumbnail pack. It's gonna take a little bit to load because there's a lot of things in it. Yeah, once you have this open, just press cancel, press the I on this, and then go to brush, and then click the last one. You want to click and hold it, bring it over, drag it in, it'll load, and then you're gonna press Control T, and then just size it. I don't want to have a lot in it, so I'll just size it super big, so like this. And then you press enter, and then you want to basically drag it right above your background layer, because you don't want it in front of the things that you're showing off, and especially the text, because that's the first thing people read when they look at a thumbnail. So you don't really want anything like deterring people from looking at the text. Next thing you want to do is unclick the eye, close this, and then go back to lights, go down to lights, it's right under it, go to the last one, enable it, bring it over here, drag it on, T, and just make it big enough so it's on the outside borders. And press enter. And then what you want to do is you want to drag it with the other overlay. Control click both of them, Control G, aim at overlays, click off it or press OK or enter. Click on the light layer, and then you want to like lower the opacity a little bit, like lower it like 20%, maybe 30 if you really want to. And yeah, that's basically it. You have your thumbnail. I'm not the best at explaining, but hopefully you're able to look and see what I was doing so you could copy it. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Yeah, everything that you need for this will be down in the description. It'll be a media fire link, and you just go and download the assets folder. Super easy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.